for the Australian curriculum 4th edition. So first of all, I will go through what I'm going to do in this video series. So from today's video, I'm going to cover up reviewing and number and financial mathematics, strand algebra. From there onwards, we have to do from page 4 to page 90. And from other video series, I will cover up the other lessons from up to up. There are 11 lessons, so I'm going to cover all the lessons from next video series. I'm going to bring up 11 videos. I will quickly go through the summary of the first lesson, and I should tell you that from these videos, I'm going to touch all the theories, but and most important theories, because some theories are not much important for you because you already know some theories. So that's why I'm going to uh, teach you all the important parts in this video, in this lesson. So here's the first lesson, reviewing numbers and financial mathematics, very easy. So I should tell you, you must know these key ideas, otherwise you will not be able to complete these exercises, because in all these exercises you can do if you can get the idea of this these key ideas, right? So first of all, I'm going to show you briefly. I'm going to teach you briefly how these uh, things work. Yeah, yeah. So I hope you can see my screen. So first of all, what is an integer? What is an integer? Integer is, you can see here, they have given minus from -3 actually, but we can say -5, -6, up to -1,000, 10,000, like that. -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, up to infinity. So what is the difference? What is the important between in integers? Integers don't include decimal numbers. Right? These are not included in integers, and you must know the 0 is included in integers. That is the main important thing you must know. No decimal numbers, and 0 is included. So first point is okay. And there are few other rules you should know when we do the exercises. So what are these rules? They are very simple. A plus minus B equal A minus B. Why is that? Because when you multiply a plus number, yeah, yeah, I was saying that when you multiply a plus number and a minus number, it will finally get a minus number, right? When you multiply two plus numbers, right? Uh, two plus numbers, it will be a plus number. And if you multiply two minus numbers, it will also be a plus number. So these things you must know when you do the exercises. These are the key things when you multiply plus, minus, plus, plus, minus, minus. So here you can see plus and minus. If you see a bracket, that means you see a bracket, this means a multiplication. So if I write down it here, a plus multiply minus 1 no need this one. Just remember this one. So when we come to division, the same theory applies. If you divide some number, some minus number by a plus number, it will give you a minus number. If you divide a minus number by a minus number, then it will be a plus number. If you divide a plus number by a plus number, it will definitely give you a plus number. These are the other things for division. So these are the key areas that you should remember, and I will quickly go through the other one. It says squares and cubes. Right? So you must know A is equal A, which means there's a 1 is up here, but we don't show 1 because we know is 1 equal 1, right? Like that, when we say a to the power of 2, that means a multiplied by another a. A to the power of 3 means 3a's, like this, right? A to the power of 4 means 4s. Let's say 2 to the power of 3, right? What is the answer? We should multiply 2, 2, 2. What's the answer then? 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. Then 4 multiplied by 4, 4 multiplied by 2 is 8, right? This is the answer. So I will go through the exercises. I just need to give a quick understanding for you. And the other thing is square. What does square means? This signs means a to the power of 1 over 2. Or we can say a to the power of 0.5, because 1 over 2 is 0.5. And if you see something like this, some kind of number, maybe plus or minus, this can be a plus number or minus number. So if you see something like this, that means a to the power of 1 over 3. This number should come here, right? But you couldn't see any number here, but we usually don't use 2 in front of a square, because if you just use a square, which means a to the power of 1 over 2. You should remember this one, right? And there's another thing here. You can see this one. What is this? What does that mean? Sorry, just insert a bracket. So we can write it down like this, a to the power of 3. And what about this? You can write it like 1 over 3, which equals, this means if you you have to put a bracket for the number or equation inside a square like this, and then to the power of 1 over 3, right? Which means, right, if you see something like this, like a to the power of 3 bracket power of a to the power of 3, and then bracket, and another thing like this, power of 1 over 3, you can multiply these two numbers. like 3 multiplied by 1 over 3, which means A. This is the answer. So let's try another example, like let's say this. What will be the answer? I should use a bracket, then the number or equation inside the square. Then I should bring this one here, and then I should multiply these powers like this. I can divide 4 by 2, which means 2 to the power of 1 over 2. This is the answer. Or 2 to the power of 0.5. Right? We will go through the exercises. There are so many questions like this. I just quickly go through these for to get an idea. And then the next point is LCM and HCF and primes. Okay, let's first quickly go through LCM. What is the LCM means? LCM means lowest common multiplier. Okay, we will quickly go through with an example. From the given example, we can see 6 and 9. The LCM of 6 and 9 is 18. What does that mean? The lowest equal multiplication, which means, let's say, how do you multiply 6 by 1 is 6, 6 by 2 is 12, 6 by 3 is 18, 6 by 4 is 24, 6 by 5 is 30. Okay, let's do the same thing for the 9. 9 by 2 is 18, 9 by 3 is 27, 9 by 4 is 36, 9 by 5 is 45. So then you should see the common number these both of these get when we go from here. You should see in this way. You will see this 18 is common for both. Sorry, right? So this is the lowest common multiple for 6 and 9. So you should write down like this and see which number is the lowest common multiplier. All right. Then we will go through the HCF. They have given the HCF of 24 and 30 is 6. What does that mean? This is about multiple. This is about factor. Factor means, let's say, what are the factors of 24? Which means factors mean if you divide this number by any number, like let's say 2, you will get a zero balance. Finally, we'll get zero balance, right? Sorry. Sorry, not this one. Balance is 0. Then 2 is a factor of 24, right? 2 is a factor of 24. If you get a zero balance, if you divide the number by any number lower than that, and you will finally get a zero balance. So this number will be a factor of this number. So from here, HCF means highest common factor. You should get all the factors of 24 and 30, and then find the highest common factor of both of these integers. For 24, the factors are, we can say 1, 2, 3 is a factor, 24, and 4 is also a factor. 5 is not a factor because when you divide 24 by 5, it will the balance will be 1, not 0. So that's why it's not 5 is not a factor of 24. So 6 is also a factor because the 0 balance. 7 is not a factor, and 8 is also a factor. 10, 11, and also 12 is also a factor. And let's see about 30, factors of 30. 2 is a factor, definitely. 3 is also a factor. 4 is not a factor because you will see the balance will be 2. If you divide the 30 by 4, the balance you will get as 2. And 5 is a factor. 6 is also a factor. 7 is not a factor. 8, 9, 10 is a factor. 11 is not a factor. 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 is also a factor. And yeah, these are all the factors the number 13 have. So let's see what is the highest common factors of 24 and 30. Is it 1? No. Both of these has 2, but it has 3 as well, and 6 as well. It has 2 and 6. So 2 and 6 are the both common factors, but HCF means the highest common factor. 6 is definitely higher than 2, which means 6 is the highest common factor of 24 and 30. That's all. All right. Let's see a prime number. What is prime numbers? What are prime numbers? Prime number is, let's take the previous example. 24 had so many factors like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, and 12. And also 24 itself is also a factor of that one, but I couldn't write it here. And also 1, right? Uh, well, the prime number means it has only 2 factors, the number itself and number 1, because number 1 is factor of all the integers. You can divide any number by 1 and you will get 0 balance. So they are the prime numbers. Like let's say 7. 7 is a prime number because you can't divide. This 7 has only factors as 1 and 7 itself, because if you divide by 2, then it will have 3. 2 by 3 is 6. Then balance is not 0. So then 2 is not a factor of 7. Then you will see if you number 7 divided by 3, then same answer, no 0 balance. And let's try 7 divided by 4. You will get the balance as 3. And then 7 divided by 5, you will get 2 as the balance. 7 divided by 6, then again the balance will be 1. And again 7 divided by 7 is definitely the balance is 0. So that's why it has only the factors as 1 and number itself 7. So if any number has two factors, number 1 and the number itself, then it will be a prime number. For example, prime numbers are, we can say 3, 5, 7, 11, number 13. What else? There are so many prime numbers, but mainly we should know 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. And I think 17 is also a prime number. You can check that. I can't remember. And 19, 21, and 23, not 21, because this can be divided by 9. I think these are the main prime numbers. You can just check it. All right. And then the composite numbers means opposite of prime numbers. Composite numbers have more than 2 factors. And again, you must remember this order of operation, this one, because that is the main point of this lesson. You must remember this order of operations, because for me, I'm remembering this like bad dreams. Let me check. I can't remember. All right, not this one. How do I remember this order of operation? I just remember a sentence like uh, brilliant minds don't avoid stresses. Press P bracket. You must uh, deal with the things inside the brackets first, and then multiply, multiplication, and division, and A means addition, S means subtraction. So this is the order you should deal with when you see kind of this kind of equation. Okay, let's see the first example. How do you do that? 5 multiplied by inside brackets 2 minus 9. What you should do first, right? You should see to deal with this one and this one. Let's try 3 minus, and inside this bracket there is another bracket. If there is another bracket, you should first deal with this one. First deal. Uh, minus 2 to the power of 2 means multiply by minus 2 and another bracket, and you can just uh, deal with this one as well. 3 to the power of 3 is divided by minus 9. 5. What is minus multiplied by a minus number? A plus number, right? Plus number means 4 plus 3 to the 3 is 3 by 3 is 9. 9 by 3 is 27. 27 divided by minus 9. So then this is easy. So this is now a plus number. So minus multiplied by a plus number means a minus, which means 3 minus 4 plus 27 divided by 9. 5. 3 minus 4 is minus 1 plus 27 divided by minus 9. What do we do then? We can see there is no need to deal with this bracket. This is just a one number. If you see just a one number, you should check the other things, like no need to check the brackets. Then you need to check the multiplications. So the multiplication is here. 5 to the 5 by minus 1 means this is a plus number, this is a minus number. Plus by a minus means a minus 5. 27 divided by minus 9. Then you should see the division. There's no multiplication, there is no more brackets. I just use brackets for minus numbers. If there is just a minus 1 number, or if there is a 1 integer, minus 5 is also integer and minus 9 is also integer, you just not need to look at these brackets. Just go through any other multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So then you should see this one. Minus 5 plus 27 by minus 9 is, I don't have enough space. This is a plus number, this is a minus number, which means plus by divided by minus means a minus number, minus 3. Then just multiplication, plus by minus is minus. Then just minus 5 minus 3 is minus 8. This is the answer, right? These are very easy, but I just took some time to explain this because I just quickly go through the other exercises. If you have any doubt, just mail me. I will all right. Okay, I'm going to do this example first. It's in example number 1, operating with integers, and I'm going to do this one, right? I think no need to do that because it has already explained how does that okay, from here, exercise 1A, I'm going to take a random questions and do it quickly. So if you have any doubts, just email me with your question. So I'm going to take, first I will take A because it is simple. Minus 4, minus 3 multiplied by, oh, I just wrote it down again. First you should see the multiplication because inside the brackets there is only one integer, so no need to give your attention to the brackets there. Then you should deal with these two numbers. Minus 4 minus 3 by minus, this means you can write it down like this. Is 4 plus minus 3 by minus 2 means minus minus mean plus, which means plus 6. Then 6 minus 4 is 2. That is the answer. And then I'm going to, sorry. Yeah. So I just did minus 4 minus 3 multiplied by minus 2. You can write it down like this. Just minus 4 plus, inside brackets, you can say minus 3, because if you remove the brackets, then you will get the same answer, multiplied by minus 2. And then you should see the multiplication because inside brackets, there's only one integer, so no need to deal with brackets. Then you should see multiplication. Minus 3 by minus 2 means plus 6 because minus by minus is plus, and 6 minus 4 is 2. So then I will take the t. I will take another is 6 minus 2 by 2, 4 by 2, minus 12, minus minus 1, right? So here there are so many brackets. So which one you should deal with first? So you should see the brackets. First bracket is this one. Inside there is another bracket. So then you should deal with this one first. And this bracket is closed by this one. But this bracket is still open. So inside that bracket, there is another bracket, but it is only one integer. So you no need to look at this one. And the other one is also a one integer. So you need to look at this one first. You just need to look at this one first. You should calculate this one first. So which means minus 4 by 2 means minus 8, because minus by a plus number is minus, and minus 12 and minus 1. Then what you do, look at the multiplication, right? Because there is no brackets inside this bracket again. Uh, so you can multiply these two, because this is a plus number, this is minus, minus 48, minus 12, minus 1. Then what should you do? This is a minus number, so I just use a bracket for that. Then you should see the division inside bracket. So 48, 48 by 12 by minus 12 means minus minus is plus, is 4, right? And then this one is here. But inside the bracket, we still have to deal with that. 4 minus minus 1, which means minus minus is plus. So here is how to deal with that. So I will quickly go through the other examples, because I'm not going to do all things. I just randomly take out some examples and do it by myself. If you have any doubts, you can just email me with your questions, or yeah. Okay, let's try this one. Find the LCM of this pair of numbers. So let's try this. 11 by 1 is 11, 11 by 2 is 22, 11 by 3 is 33, 11 by 4 is 44, 55, 66, 77, and for 17, 17 by 1 is 17, 2 is 34, 3 is how much? 34, 44, 51, I think. 4 is 68, isn't it? And 5 is 85, 6, 103, and 7 is 120, right? So yeah, 88, 99, 11 is 121. Oops. But we can't still find the lowest common multiply. In this one, you consist the common multiplication of each of these. So you have to keep going. 143. 12 is 32. 13 is 143. Yeah. This is the LCM of 11 and 17. 143. All right, let's quickly go through the other questions. So we already checked the LCM of 11 and 17. And I hope you can do this HCF as well because it is pretty easy. So for example, I will do one of them. So let's take, let's do this one, sorry, 37 and 17, right? Yeah. HCF of 37 and 17. So how do you find it? So you should, let's take 37. What are the factors? Definitely, let's say 1. And when you divide 37 by 1, you will not, you will get the balance as 0. Then let's try for 2. If 2 is, can you tell me 2 is a factor of 37? All right, because when you divide 37 by 2, you will get 1 as the balance. So 3 is a factor or not? All right, I will quickly go through with my calculator. Otherwise, it will take so much time. If 37, I don't know if you can see this, divided by 3. No, decimal numbers mean, when you use the calculator, decimal numbers mean 3 is not a factor. 37 by 4, definitely not. 37 by 5, definitely not. By 6, not. 7 is not a factor. 8 is not a factor. 9, 18, 27, 36, not a factor. 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's try with 13. 37 by 13. Sorry, 37 divided by 13. I don't, yeah, it's not a factor. Because it had decimal numbers. 14 is not a factor. 15 is definitely not. 17, 16 is not a factor. 17, no. 17, 34, no. 18, 18, no. 90, 19. Let's try 19. No, just 1 and 37 is the only factors for 37, right? Okay, let's try the same thing for 17. 1 is definitely a factor, and 2 is not, 3 is not a factor, 4, 5, 6, 7 is not a factor, 8, 9 is not a factor, which means the only factors of 17 is also 1 and number itself, which means this number is a what? A primary, what did you call? Primary number, right? Yeah, primary number. This is also a primary number because it has only 1 and number itself as the factors. So what is the common factor? Only 1, right? This is the only common factor for 37 and 17. So highest common factor is also number 1, right? There's no other factors, similar factors in for 37 and 17. Only 1 is the similar factor. So that is why HCF of 37 and 17 is 1, right? It's easy. All right. Then I will do one of these as well. Let's try. All right. I'll do this one. H. Okay, evaluate the following. Number 4, h. This is h, right? 3 square root minus square root 9 minus. All right, how do you write that? So first of all, you can't calculate without writing like this. You should write 27 in bracket and 1/3, right? We bring this 3 to here and 1 is a common, 1/3. Then same here. If you don't see any number here, then which means 1/2. It should be 2, right? We don't put 2 here. We usually, if you just see the square root, which means 1/2, then the same thing. So first of all, how do you calculate this? If you can't use the calculator, I will show you something. I said you that. Yeah, I will write it down here. I said you that when there is a number like this, right? You can multiply this number by this number, right? Which means a to the power of 3 multiplied by 1/3, which means we can cut these two. I think you can understand how did I cut that, because that is a simple theory, which means a to the power of 1, which means a. Then I'm trying to make this 27 like this one, right? If I do that like this, like, right, 3 to the power of 3 to the, sorry, 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 means 27, right? 3 by 3 is 9, 9 by 3 is 27, which means this is equal to 27. I didn't make any, all right. So I'm also going to try this as well, 3 by 3, right? You know, any power of 1 is 1, right? So how do we write that? 3 by 3 by 3, 3 to the power of 3, right? Within bracket, and so this should be 3, right? 1/3, 3 to the power of 2, 1/2, and so on. So we can multiply like this, as I said before. 3, 3, 1, minus 3 minus 3 minus 1. This is 0, minus 1, which means answer is -1. Pretty easy, right? So let's, if you don't understand, I will, if you need me to do all the calculation of this, let me know. I have done all the calculation in another video, but I don't do all the things in here because I'm teaching with the theories. I just want to understand you the theory. So that's why I'm just picking up random questions. All right, if you want me to do kind of this one, let me know. So let's go to the other problem. Number 6, insert brackets into these statements to make them true. All right, let's go to the question number 7. So you can see Margaret and Mildred meet on Eurostar train traveling from London to Paris. And Margaret visits her daughter in Paris every 20 days, and Mildred visits her son in Paris every 36 days. So they ask us, when will Margaret and Mildred have a chance to meet again on the train? So what would they asking? What are they asking to find? So they asked to find the lowest common multiplier, isn't it? Isn't it right? Lowest common multiplier, right? So let's say Margaret is this, right? This is Margaret, and this is Mildred, right? They say Margaret visits her daughter in Paris every 28 days. Every 28 days. and Mildred every 36 days, right? So they are in day 0. Okay, let's say day 1, right? So if today is January 1st, then Margaret again going in to see her daughter, visit her daughter in Paris in January 28. And if today is January 1st, then Mildred's next visit will be what? February. Let's say January has 31 days, and then 31, 32, 33. Sorry, February. I just write in this January, February, for example. February 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, February 5th, right? No, this doesn't work. All right, I will start it again. So basically, not this one. So they ask Margaret and Mildred, right? Mildred. So when they meet again next, so Margaret visits her daughter in every 28 days, and Mildred visits her daughter or some son every 36 days. So today is the day 1. They are meeting today, so which is the next day. So after 28 days, again 28 by 20, 28 by 2, which means 56, 72, 84, 108, 112, 144. Oh, this is not good. 180, 168, 36, by 6. How much? Oops, 216, 28 by 7, 196, 224, 252, 280. And for this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 36 by 7, 252, 288. Oops. I think this will be pretty difficult to find because I tried 9 times, 28 by 2, 20 by 3, 28 by 4, up to 10, but it's still they don't have a common day, right? They should have common day, which means we should find lowest common multiplier, right? This is what they asking to find, but still we can't find any common multiplier of 28 or 36, right? If Margaret, is going every 28 days, if it is day 1, let's say day 1 is today, and after 28 days, she's going again, and after 56 days from today, she's going again, and after 24 days again, she's going today, like this. And also Mildred is going every 36 days to see her daughter, see her son. And after, if it is the day 1 is today, and after 36 days, she is going to visit her son again, and after 32 days from today, she is again going to visit her son. So like that, we have to multiply from 36 to find any common day they are visiting their Margaret's daughter and Mildred son. So which means lowest common multiply. So still we can't find, but if you keep going doing this, you will see an answer like a common multiplier from each. For example, let's say if I let's give it a try again. Uh, 336, 28 by 12, right? Let's try 36 by 12 or 11. It's 396, not that one. Let's say 36 by 9, 324. Oops, it's not even close. So I think you have to keep going doing this and have to find a common multiplier. So I will leave it for you and move to the next question. All right, let's quickly go through question number 10. They say two opposite football teams have squad sizes of 24. Let's say one squad is 24. The other squad is B, right? And it has 22 members. Oops, sorry. So they are asking each squad is to divide into smaller groups of equal size. Each squad is to divide into smaller groups of equal size. What is the largest number of players in a group if the group size for both squads is the same? All right, let's see what we can do. All right, what is they asking? They are asking to find us the largest number of players in a group if the group size for both squads is the same, which means they asked to find us what? The biggest common factor of 24 and 32. Biggest means what did you call it? I can't remember. Highest common factor, right? Highest common factor. So let's give it a try like this. What are the common factors of 24? Let's say, what are the factors of 24, right? 1 is definitely a factor, 2 is a factor, and 3 is a factor. 4 is also a factor because there is no balance. Balance is 0 when divided by 4. When we divide 24 by 5, there is the balance is not 0, so 5 is not a factor. 6 is a factor, 7 is not, 8 is a factor, 9 is not a factor, 10 is not a factor, 11, 12 is also a factor, and 24, because the number itself is also a factor. Let's say about 32, the team B. 1 is a factor, 2 is a factor, not 3, 4 is a factor, 5 is not, 6 is not, 7 is not, 8 is a factor, 9 is not a factor, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16 is a factor, and after 16, only 32 itself is the factor. So let's see what is the largest common factor of 24 and 32. What is the largest common factor? It has 8, right? We have this one as well, but they asking the highest common factor, which means the largest number of players in a group if the group size for both squads is the same. It has 4 as well as common factors. It has 8. Right, that's all. And also 1. So what is the highest one? 8 is the highest common factor. If you divide team A into 3 groups with 8 members in each group, you will have then the A group divided into 3 groups with 8 members, and B group will have to divide into 4 groups with 8 members, like same in A, and you will get 4 teams, right? But they are asking what is the largest number of players in a group, which means 8. I think you get it, but if you have any question, if you don't get the answer, or if you can't understand the question, let me know through an email. I will answer you quickly. All right, now let's try question number F. So it says that explain why square root minus 16 cannot exist using real numbers. So let's try to do it in the previous how we did the previous question. So we can write it down like this: minus 16 with a bracket and power of 1 over 2, and we should try to make this minus 16 like this. like this. If we can find A, we can easily solve, easily find the answer. So if you write it down like this, a to the power of 2 and within brackets 1 over 2, then we can cut these 2's, and then the answer is simply A. So we should find A for minus 16. So let's try. Uh, 4 by 4 is it plus 16, but we need minus 16. So for that, I multiplied minus 4 by minus 4, but it also gives us plus 16. So which means we don't have any answer for A. So that is why we can't find any answer for this one. Right? No answer. So which means that doesn't exist. And I just want to show you the question number 8 because it says if minus 2 within bracket to the power of 2 and minus 2 to the power of 2 is equal. So let's try this. You know, if it is within the brackets, we can write it down like this. There are two minus 2's, so which means minus minus plus 4. But here the story is different. This minus means like this. We don't show 1 in front of the minus mark, which means this power doesn't exist for this minus 1, which means minus 1 multiply 2 by 2, which means this minus 1 exists as it is, and 2 by 2 is 4. Now we can multiply again, then the answer is minus 4. So that's the main point in brackets. So this is not equal because plus 4 and minus 4 is not equal, right?